How is everyone? I hope you're well. Happy New Year. I went to a Tarte event last night and I want to try some of the makeup that I got from it. NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. There's just been like a lot of changes going on. I moved. It's just taken me a little while to get back into filming for YouTube, but I really wanted to do a catch up with you because it's been ages. On my Instagram I asked for any questions that you guys have, so I'm just gonna have a little chat with you and reply to them while I do my makeup. I started using a few new products as well. I got to be like such a creature of habit with my makeup, like especially my daily makeup, over the last, probably like the last couple of years really, and I feel like that's normal really because you get used to what works for you, like your skin type, like products that you just are your, I was gonna say holy grail then, that feels like old school, your go-to products. But it's nice to just switch it up sometimes. And obviously I get sent things as well, you know, like, so it's nice for me to be able to play with them more. So I'm not doing too much today. It's Friday, I'm just gonna stay home later. Yeah, I went to the gym this morning. I did back. I'm so tired today, like my body's really tired because I was out last night. I had two different events last night, a Tarte one and a birotation event, so it was a late one. It was a good night. And how's everyone's Valentine's? I had a chill one, it was nice. Now I just feel like everyone's just waiting for it to get warmer, you know? It's just that lag where you're like, okay, we're ready for summer. Like, maybe some of you saw my Instagram, I did a reel about it, but I got my brows laminated a few weeks ago. Why did I wait so long to do it? I was and am obsessed with it. I need to go and get them done again because like now I can feel that they're, like when you get them done, they go a little bit more hard, like they stick in a certain position more and they just feel a bit more defined. And I can still feel that a little bit in them, but the colour has gone. She tinted them as well and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know if to try tinting myself and at home or just maybe wait and go back to her because she was so good. I went to Lash and Brow in Clapham and yeah, I definitely recommend going there. It was really good. It's quite far from me because I'm up in like north, but it's worth it. I'm going back. But anyway, like, so after I got them laminated, it just made like my daily makeup routine so much easier. I didn't have to worry about that, and I got my lashes done as well, but because it's been quite a few weeks now, they've come out. But I really liked them. The lashes were really natural looking, like kind of wispy and with a nice length. But I feel like lashes kind of shed quickly on me. I've got quite fine, well, very fine lashes naturally, so I feel like the lash extensions don't have much to cling on to. So I need to get my lashes done. But anyway, so this is this spoolie they gave me, but it's like now I can't see the effects as much when I'm doing it. Anyway, let's get into the questions. Some are deeper questions and some are more casual questions, so I'll just, you know, go through them all. From Masha Fish, do you have goals in life and do you feel like you have purpose? I'm struggling with that. Yeah, I have a lot of goals and I feel like it's kind of no, it's not too many because you should stay positive about it, isn't it? I have goals in the type of family life that I want, like, you know, a certain amount of, the amount of kids, like what family life looks like for us, like me and Indy. Also in like what country I want to be in. Ideal world, I'd live in another country for a bit. Obviously it's not something that you can just do like drop of a hat, or, you know, have the option of living sometimes in a different country. Portugal. I love Portugal so much, honestly. And goals in work, I still want to carry on with jewellery because I love jewellery. I really enjoy it. I've said this so many times, but the whole process, I'm not good at multitasking, okay? I'm out of practice with like chatting and doing my makeup. Hourglass concealer. This is in the shade Sienna, which works, but I don't think it's the best shade for me. So I need to go and get a different shade in this. They didn't have the shade that I wanted when I went in store. But it's okay, it works. I'm obsessed with this brush recently. I got it from, where was it? Does it look fantastic? I can't remember, I'll link it down below, but it's the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I love it because it's so, I'll try and show you at the same time, like really nice for blending, and it's really, I don't know how to explain this, but like wherever you're trying to place the product, you just get it exactly where you want it. I know that sounds silly, but there's some brushes that I've used that is more sort of messy to work with, precise to where you want it. So sorry for my lashes, because I know I've just got random lashes left over, so I might put some lashes on, but yeah, let's ignore them. Ignore that. Yeah, other goals, yeah, so jewellery. One of my goals this year is to do a jewellery making course. I want to, like, a fitness goal actually is that I want to become a Pilates girly. I want to try Pilates. I've tried it before, but quite a while ago, and like not consistently, and I really like weight training. I've been doing it for years as well. Like, I like it, but you know, when it's like, it's nice to challenge yourself a bit and do different type of fitness. So this brush and that concealer is just perfect match. Like, it'll be interesting as well seeing different results for my body, like the lengthening of the muscles a bit more, instead of them being really, because you know, weight training puts a lot of stress on your muscles. And let me know if you're a Pilates girl, not even girl, you could be a guy, whatever. I just need a bit of like motivation to start it, because there's one near me, and I need to just do it. So yeah, I have other goals too. I have goals for my platforms, things that other things I want to do, like maybe a podcast, travel goals. I really want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Mexico City. There's loads. And the purpose in life, I feel like when you overthink the purpose in life thing, it can stress you out, honestly, because I've done that for so long. I go through phases of being like, what's my purpose, you know? And I feel like the more stress you put on yourself for like, what is my thing? What is my thing in life? It can do the opposite, because it makes you kind of frozen. Because this is for me anyway, like when I put too much emphasis on trying to find like what my thing in life is, like why am I here, even though I feel like that's also important, and I really like philosophical questions and thoughts like that, but I think sometimes let it go. And just, I read somewhere recently, like your purpose changes throughout your life, throughout your time, which I think is true, actually. At the moment, that's how I feel. Like, you have different purposes at different times. Like, I feel like a big purpose of mine since I've had Indy is just being Indy's mum, being a mother, guiding another soul through life. Like, that's huge in itself. I love being a mother, and it's really, the older she gets, the more rewarding I feel it is as well. But you know, I also feel like I do have other purposes as well in life. So another purpose could be like just lifting someone's spirits on that day. You know, like you have a random interaction with someone, and you know, like you, I don't know, have a little joke between you or something, and you just go your separate ways, and maybe you've brightened their day, you know, and that's a purpose as well. I know it sounds kind of cheesy. Where are you at in your spiritual journey? That's a good place. That's a good next question. I'm going to try this Tarte contour. The makeup artist used it on me last night at the event. There's warm bronze, cool bronze. I'm going to do cool bronze because I want it to be, I feel like cool looks a bit more like a shadow, warm looks a bit more like a bronzer. So it's in this packaging. So she was telling me last night that this works a bit more like a watercolor, like it's sort of layerable, and like easy to work with in that way. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's nice. It's not too harsh or anything. Oh, I like that. That blended so quick. You could probably use both. Like you could use the cool tone in the hollow area, and then the warm over, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Where am I at in my spiritual journey? I feel like nose contour would be really easy with this. I'm at a place where I'm just very aware that I create the reality, my own reality. But I'm just trying to stay on the right frequency. So, and that just means I'm just trying to be very like conscious of my thoughts and my thought patterns. And when I wake up, I just practice gratitude. And even when things come up which like I rather wouldn't, I try to look at it as it's like an opportunity to grow and to learn. Anything that happens to me, whether I perceive that thing as good or bad, I decide that it's there for some sort of reason, you know. So if it's something that I might perceive as bad, I just know that it's there to teach me some sort of lesson or to help me grow in some way, or it's something that I've needed to tackle in life that I've been putting off, and this is like my chance to work on that. I'm going to lay with the warm tone sculpt tape. Oh, that's a lot more powerful. Okay. No, it's still really nice and blendable. Wow, that's nice. Because it gives you this, it's like a satin sort of finish. What was the hardest thing you learned last year? That's a really good question. I learned a lot last year. Last year was absolute chaos. Oh, last year. I learnt, I was like forced to learn detachment. I'm just gonna set my base. Huda Beauty powder in banana bread. Love this. And I usually always use a brush, but I've started sort of baking a bit more. And it's working. I feel like it never used to work for me. I don't know why. It didn't used to work for me. It used to always look really, really cakey, but I don't know. It works. Something that was hard last year was if someone leaves your life, you know, like those situations where like you don't really have a clear answer for it, and then it makes you overthink and doubt yourself. And I had to learn that like I just always do the best that I can, you know, whether that's being a friend or a mum or whatever it is. I feel like that's come up quite a few times in my life actually, like not having a straight answer for why something's happened or why someone's acted a certain way. And I feel like there's really two roads you can go down. Like one is beating yourself up about it and like blaming yourself, and the other is letting it go. I had to learn the let go path because you can't hold those things with you all the time. How do you make time for yourself as a working single mum? Do you know what, it's like here and there. I feel like you have to just you get like pockets of time, you know, whether it's when they're in bed or I'd say while they're at school, but then you're working. You know, like maybe a lunch or something, you know, like you sort of get pockets of time. Because even though I work at home, I'm really not someone during the day who just sits and, you know, doesn't just chills. Like I more so like I get like anxious if I'm not working, if I'm not using that time fully, like to the best of my ability. So, this sounds weird, but like on car rides, you know, like from in between like dropping her to school and going somewhere else, that time where you get some music and you get to listen to music like for a little bit, like sort of zone out or zone in. And then other than that, like weekends, free weekends. Are you still removing your gypsy tattoo? She's always there. I don't know. Do you know what? I think I want more new tattoos more than I want to remove this one. So that's why I haven't done it yet. There's a few tattoos that I want to get and I need to book it in. I haven't even been using brow products recently because of the lamination, but now that they've gone, they've lost the colour, so, and the stick. So I need a bit of help. I just want to add a bit of definition. But I've got much more used to lighter brows recently. Like I feel like I used to really draw in all over them, but not as much recently, and I quite like it. Favourite podcast, book, series recently. Favourite podcast? I've really got into Philosophize This. It's one that I have had on my podcast app for ages, but hadn't really got into it. And in the new year, you know when you're having your moment in the new year where you're like, I'm going to change all of the input into my brain. So I started listening, and I'm really liking it. Because you know how we can so easily doom scroll on all of social media, you know? So, you know, instead of me constantly like watching, look, I love TikTok, but I think like after a while it just starts, it's a bit much, you know? You need to obviously like regulate it properly. So instead of doing that, it's really nice to listen to a podcast, and something that is like feeding my brain more. So yeah, Philosophize This. I was listening to one on anarchy recently. I got sent this from Armani. It's the Eye Shimmer, is it called? Sorry, Eye Tint, sorry. And it's really nice. Ooh. But last few days I've been liking putting a bit of a lighter sort of shimmery shade on my lid, and this is what I used to wear all the time. You know, back in the day on YouTube. But it's nice as well because it opens the eye up more. When I was at the party last night, so interesting, like so many different like influencers there and people from different companies and things. And then I was outside and these two women were like, how are you doing? I was there on my own, so I was just like trying not to look too awkward. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, thanks, how are you guys? And I was like, yeah, I'm a content creator. And I was like, what about you guys? And they were like, we work at Vogue. Oh yeah, we work at Vogue. And I was like, but I was like, because you know, I feel like, you know, like when you're a teenager or, you know, 20s or whatever, like working at Vogue was like it's like so Devil Wears Prada, like that's all I wanted in life, like to work at Vogue is, I mean, it still is like that. I would still love to. So, but I had to probably play it cool. I was like, oh okay, yeah. Inside I was like, tell me more. It was good. This has been one of my go-to palettes for so long now. Soft Glam 2 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm using Incense. Such a nice soft warm brown. Books. I'll be honest, I haven't read anything for a long time. I don't remember the last book I read. That's really bad. I'm sorry. Series. Have I been watching any series? No. The last thing I watched was The Bear, which I loved. That was the best, I think, the best series I watched last year, I'll probably say. Loved The Bear. And then apparently there's a new season coming out in, I think, June. It was so good. I just loved everything about it. I love that there was food involved. I loved the like character development and the, you know, how such interesting characters as well that you get really invested in. And I can't remember his name now, but you know the tall one, the one that's like they call Cuz. I really loved his character arc. Because, you know, he was so like unlikable at the beginning, and then near the end, I don't want to give anything away for anyone who hasn't watched it, but it even made me emotional, like seeing his character change. So I just love that show. And I really, you know, the Christmas episode, that brought up so much emotion. Like, it was so tense to watch, so it can be quite triggering as well. I don't know if you've experienced those kind of tensions within anyone, really, like in your life before. Like, that episode really touches a nerve, but it was done so well. So yeah, I'm sure loads of you have seen The Bear because it's been out for ages. But now I'm looking for my eyeliner. I don't know where I put it. Ah, found it. I really like this Dior, the brown Dior liner, Dior Show On Stage liner. I've been wearing brown liner more than black liner recently as well, because I've obviously not as intense. Like, I quite like it. The best active wear. Ooh, that's hard. At the moment I'm going to say Adanola because it's my go-to. Like, I just love all of my Adanola pieces, and I've been wearing like their jumpers, like their tracksuits, Their coat, I've got that, I got their coat a few weeks ago, and I've been wearing it every single day. Like every school drop, every time I'm going to the gym, anytime I want to be warm. It's so warm. I'll link it down below because I think it's definitely worth the money. You know, like I feel like all of their things are, but like the coat is obviously a bit more pricey than some of the other things. I'm gonna apply these lashes. I think that pretty sure they're the Allo 3/4 002s. How do you shop at House of CB sizing wise? I have double Ds. Me too. I'm pretty much always a size medium in House of CB. And I feel like their sizing is really consistent as well, so it makes it a lot easier to shop online, especially. Oh, I was using Benefit FanFest mascara. It's nice. I wanted a little bit on my bottom lashes because I feel like when I've got the false lashes on and there's nothing underneath, I feel like it looks a bit weird. Then with this brown liner, Benefit Extreme Precision Liner, I'm gonna re-dot my beauty marks. I just like to go over where my natural ones are. Sometimes if I'm in the mood I put lots on my nose, but I can't always be bothered. What are your favourite perfumes at the moment? Let me show you. These MFK Satin Mood. This has just been my favourite. Like, this has been, like, if anyone wondered what I smell like, I would say this. It's the one that I use the most. And look, I'm really getting through it, and I'm so upset because this is so expensive. I love it so much. It's like, obviously oudi, with rose in there as well. I feel like it's a little bit, it's like very soft, romantic. It's soft and romantic, but with this sort of smoky, and then the oud just gives it that sexiness. I've been loving this as well. This YSL Libre. I'm not sure how they say it exactly, but this is again like another sexy sort of one, like, and it kind of smells like expensive as well, like, so does the other one. But I don't know, that's the feeling I get from it. The feeling I get is like if you were going like for dinner in Marylebone in I don't know, like on a Friday night, and this woman walks past in a big fur coat, I don't know, like, and she's on a first date or something. That's the kind of feel I get from both of those. And then I've revisited this one. I've had this for ages. It's by Kilian. Actually, sorry, now it's just Kilian. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? They all have that. Oh, this is the most smoky, actually, or a sort of. I'll link them all down below so you can see. Like, you can go and like look at the notes that they say. But this as well is kind of very deep, but with sort of musky, but then has a softness to it too. I like ones that are just very balanced like that. This is a bit more intense. Like if someone was gonna go, it's just bad. Like if that woman then went to the box afterwards. For my lips, just because it's just the daytime, I'm just gonna put this on my lips. It's like a glossy lipstick in the shade Mist. Love this, such a nice daily shade. I've been using this Hourglass setting spray. I ran out of my Charlotte Tilbury one. That is my like go-to. How many times have I said go-to in this video? But that's the one I always reach for. But I had this in my drawers, you know, like the makeup that I save, and then I save to try out, and I like it a lot as well. It's a lot lighter. It mists over really light. Trinabelle asked, how's your natural hair journey going? Will you share / show us? That's another thing that was one of my goals for this year as well, to go on more of a solid hair journey. Like I'm always working on it. But I really want to find like a good salon to go into, because most of the time I do it myself. Like my camera cut out. Yeah, it's in good condition. It's in good condition, but I'd love to get it in even better condition so it's growing more. When OnlyFans drop, we'll see. More on solo travel, please. Oh my god. Okay, if there's somewhere that you guys would really like me to solo travel to and document the whole experience and everything, please leave it down below, because I don't actually have any plans at the moment. But I'd love to do it. Maybe just for a weekend, like a quick weekend away or something. To show you, but I used the Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow as my base underneath my foundation. I've been using this a lot recently. I really like it. So I think that's everything. Can I just show you my new shoes quickly? I haven't worn them yet. I got them the other day on ASOS. I'm scared to wear them because I don't want to get them dirty. But yeah, I got these ones, the Gazelles in the grey, because I really like them. I feel like they're, I wasn't sure what colour to get. Like, I've got so many white trainers that I wanted a different colour. So yeah, I hope styling them goes well. Thank you guys for watching. It's really nice to chat again. I'll link everything down below that I used and like anything that I've mentioned and things like that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.